Hello and welcome everyone, I'm Madals and today I have a ladder game. It is going to be a Protoss versus Protoss on Neo Planet S. Let me get to it and introduce these two players in the bottom left position. We have the red Protoss from ATM, it's Socke. And his opponent in the top right, the blue Protoss player from Clan Pulse, NaRa. Legit, I'm gonna look at that all day. I had to pre-practice in my head before I started this cast NaRa, because I really want to say Nama so badly do I want to say that, but it's because it rolls off my tongue. So I've cast Nama quite a few times. NaRa, it's an easy word to say. I shouldn't be struggling with this, but it's, you know how you get just like mental blocks to certain things? That's what's occurring with NaRa. So if I ever say Nama or something like that, just slap me over the internet, it's fine. I'm giving you permission to slap me across the internet. I don't know how that would even work. I think it should be something that's invented though, because a USB slapping device would be fantastic. And you'd have to be able to install in people's houses that you want to slap though. It'd have to be able to somehow appear. Maybe a combination of a 3D slapping, USB slapping device and a 3D printer would be good, because then you could obviously print it at their house and slap them with it. That'd be amazing. That'd be so good. I'd love that, especially in any kind of team games, because sometimes if you get a troll in your team, you just want to slap them so badly. But yeah, as we see, probe coming out at the moment for NaRa. He is busy getting down his gateway and his assimilator. Meanwhile for Socke, he's getting down his gateway and his assimilator, because in PvP, that is what you do, bro. You get down a gate and an assimilator and you're happy about that. And you never variate unless you're going to 2-gate. Pretty much. Of course, in Heart of the Swarm, it's a bit more fun because you can get expansions down. It's not undoable. The Mothership Core allows you to do some funky things. Both players sticking on one gas for the moment. I'm waiting to see if anyone takes 2 gases, because that's when we start getting variations. And there we go. We've got the red Protoss player taking down the second gas. Socke is going to be going for some more tech-heavy play. Does the probe see it from NaRa? No, it doesn't, but it's about to spot it. Here we go, and boom, second gas on its way. That's a really important scout that you know that's coming down. Meanwhile, the second gas just been taken by NaRa. Could this be just a one-base play? We've got the second gateway coming down from Socke, as well as his Cybercore. Meanwhile, just one gate, and there's the second gate for NaRa. So these two copying each other a little bit, and that's fine. That's fine playing copycats. We'll cope with that, but what it comes down to is if you copy each other, it just means that you've got you can't blame the build order then. You can just be like, he outplayed me. And that's the downside of going for the exact same build as your opponent, because then you have no excuses. And if there's one thing every gamer loves, it's an excuse on why they lost. Let's face it, it's true. Be it lag, be like, oh, I so would have won that if it wasn't for the lag. Oh, the lag, and they're like, you're on like a fiber connection. You have a 4 ms ping right now, and you're like, yeah, but the lag, oh, the lag, yeah, they're like, my mouse stopped working, oh, the keyboard, the monitor, oh, the monitor, definitely the monitor, but yeah, that's pretty much what gamers like doing. And as we can see, Pylon coming down here at the moment for NaRa. He's got his Mothership Core. The Mothership Core on the way out now, just starting for Socke, so that means that he will have that a bit later. We've also got the Pylons there. Socke is going to be looking to get down his Warp Gate tech. He's producing a couple of Stalkers, because 2 Stalkers is obviously a good number of Stalkers to have. He's also got, he's actually his 3rd Stalker's already out. I missed that coming out. So this is now quite a few Stalkers that are on their way. Stalkers on the way down as well here for NaRa, who's getting down a 3rd gateway. That's going to be able to put on a little bit more pressure. No 3rd gate yet from the red Protoss player. No proxy pylon either as of yet. Another pylon being placed down here though for NaRa. Socke should be a little bit cautious, because this Mothership Core will actually help with a small amount of DPS. And there we go, the Stalkers are engaging. The shield's getting knocked down, one of the Stalkers there on both sides, nothing too scary. Both players now have their Mothership Cores here. Of course, the big advantage for the attacker with the Mothership Cores, you get vision of the high ground. That's really powerful. Socke now chucking down a pylon, cancelling it immediately. NaRa taking a Stargate, so 3 gates and a Stargate. That's going to be staying on one base for a long period of time. Socke still only producing off of 2 gateways though. Warp Gate tech is done, but he hasn't warped in those Warp Gates yet. But here are the Warp Gates for NaRa, losing a Stalker though, but does have 4 Stalkers on each side. Time Warp's going down for both sides. This is where things get pretty hairy in PvP. every stalker counts. Socke now getting down his own Stargate. He hasn't even scouted this out. This is just both players feeling like Stargates are the way to go. Of course, Void Rays are so good in PvP because with Prismatic Alignment, they deal so much damage to Armored. They literally destroy Stalkers in seconds. A little bit of kiting going on here. This third gateway's worth of production really going to be helping the Mothership Core, though. For NaRa does get taken down. That is a big loss. And now, of course, NaRa is just pushing forward. He's warping in more Stalkers, but the Mothership Core for Socke really helping. And it looks like Socke is starting to push up this ramp. There are 4 Stalkers up against 4 now, but the additional one for Socke there. Zealot's trying to warp in, trying to help. The Stargate is down, but nothing being produced out of it. Chrono boosting the gateways as fast as possible. The Zealots desperate to try and close down some of this aggression. And for the moment, while that push was really nice, it is being pushed back for the moment. 3 Stalkers will be able to snipe off this Mothership Core. That means no more vision of the high ground, but the pylon is up there. Neither player producing anything out of their Stargate yet. NaRa just producing as many Stalkers as possible. Being quite bold here, does lose one of his Stalkers. 3 Stalkers on each side, but still 3 gateways are there to produce for NaRa, whereas only 2 are down at the moment for Socke. That means that both players are pretty similar on their production, but Socke slightly behind on the gateways by 1. Both players also getting out Oracles. We're going to see the counter aggression, but the Stalkers managed to get a sentry at the cost of the Stalker. That means that there's now 4 to 2. 2 more coming in. That levels it out once more, and things are still looking really sketchy at the moment for the blue Protoss player. He's got a lot of aggression coming in, but without that Mothership Core, no high ground vision, and no high ground vision means the first shots will come out of the Defender Stalkers, who does now have 5 up against 4. That is an advantage of 1 for those of you not gifted at maths. Every Stalker really does count, every little bit of an advantage. We've got 2, a Sentry and a Zealot coming down there, 2 Zealots and a Stalker. NaRa moving down. He's just going to try and be a bit more bold. There is the Oracle there. Good force field being utilised, preventing 4 of those Stalkers from coming down, but more importantly, preventing the other Stalkers from being able to retreat, and as such, they get taken down quite nicely. There are 4 Stalkers there, though, now. As we can see, the Sentry does not have much energy. The Oracle coming in here for NaRa. Where is the Oracle for Socke? Well, that is moving forward as well. One is already actually up in there doing some damage. Did manage to get 2 kills. This Oracle, though, is getting far more probe kills. Already with 3, should get 4 as well. Of course, on the latest balance map changes, we do know that Oracles have a move speed of 4, up from 3.38, and that makes them incredibly scary because Stalkers can't chase them down. Meanwhile here, though, NaRa, he is trying to clear out these remaining Stalkers, doing quite a good job of it, actually, and will be able to take this quite nicely, this engagement anyway. But the Natural is on its way down for Socke. He's ahead in the work count by 1. 2 more reinforcing Stalkers actually coming in here for Socke, and this could be bad because NaRa now has a disadvantage, and this is actually quite huge. He needs to get these Stalkers in his main base to come and engage, because otherwise he is going to lose all of the Stalkers remaining. And in terms of who's being more cost effective, well, currently it's Socke by just under 600 resources, which may not seem like much, but it is quite large. 3 Stalkers warping into the other side of the map, though, coming for a little bit of counter aggression. This is a nice little back and forth of Void Ray on its way down. The 2 Stalkers and the Probe coming down to retreat here. 2 Stalkers warping in. We've got the Oracle as well for NaRa. Going to try and get a few more probe kills. Already having got 5, and I just hit. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, zoom back up. Forget this happened, everyone. Forget I accidentally went to the wrong part of the game. I did not accidentally hit the back of the beginning button. There you go. It's all hidden again, but that's fine. Here we go. The Stalkers are coming down. We have got them pulling back. We've got the Oracle ready to start doing some more DPS. The Void Ray is out any second for Socke, and he's got 2 additional reinforcing Stalkers. The Oracle gets focused, but look at this, 4 Stalkers coming in from behind. Prismatic Alignment activated. That is going to force NaRa back. The Natural base is going to be so critical here for Socke. He doesn't have his Mothership Core down, though. That means no Photon Overcharge on it, which would have made this defense a cinch. And ultimately, the Void Ray is going to be able to help considerably. But both players are going to be warping in more units. We can see the Stalker count dwindling now. 5 Stalkers. That Void Ray is looking as a massive target. Gets the shields knocked down on 1 volley out. Quite a few probes are going to go down. A second Void Ray now in production. We've got 3 Zealots warping in. We've got 3 Stalkers making their way across the map as well here. And this Natural base is taking quite a lot of fire. But with these additional Zealots, this could be a really nice little push in. We see that there's only a handful of Stalkers in that Void Ray. The second Void Ray only half done as well there for the red Protoss player. NaRa has got a nice bit of momentum here. It wasn't looking good for him at the start. The Void Ray doing some damage. The Zealot trying to come down. Ramp things better of it in the end, but here we get the push up, and we see the Stalkers starting to focus. Prismatic Alignment off cooldown, but the Void Ray gets sniped off very quickly. And with this, with this final Stalker going down, I think NaRa is going to be able to do it. He's going to be able to win this game. He is pushing forward. We see that Socke pulling all of his probes, and that is of course dangerous times when you're pulling the probes. The Void Wave does get sniped off. That is a massive win. The next wave of units are getting warped by that proxy pylon. The natural Nexus does barely have any health left, but there is the GG, and NaRa wins the game. So congratulations to him. Remember everyone, if you enjoyed the cast, make sure that you like the video, leave a cool comment, and of course subscribe. I get new games up every day of the week, and I hope to catch each and every one of you tomorrow for another new cast. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.